if we can just take a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and the other 7 members that were on the helicopter crash. Thank you. Thank you very much. This evening, the special meeting is to elect a new school board member and to transact any other business that comes before the board. This meeting shall come to order. Roll call, please, Mr. Rogers.
Dr. Haig?
Here.
Mr. Here. Here. Mr. Neal? Present. Mr. Fields? Here. Ms. Curry?
Here.
Ms. Mitchell?
Here.
Mr. Brown?
Here. Our first order of business for this meeting is the nomination and election of a new school board member. I will entertain nominations at this time.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
I'd like to nominate Leah Dawes to fill the position of Director of the Upper Darby School Board.
Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any other nominations? I see no other nominations. We have a motion and a second. Do we have a motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
We have a motion and a second to close the nominations. All those in favor of closing nominations signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The nominations are now closed. Before Mr. Rogers takes a poll vote on the nominations, are there any questions or comments from the board?
A lot of really good candidates, and a really tough decision for everybody to make. But I really appreciated the enthusiasm. I appreciated people coming out. I thought everybody had something to bring, and it was definitely a tough decision. So I appreciate everybody stepping up for the interview.
As I shared last Tuesday, I just want to thank everyone who came out for the process. And I also would like to encourage the candidates that did come out who weren't selected this evening to please stay close to the process. We need you. We need your ideas and your continued work to help us continue the work that we're doing here. So thank you so much.
As usual, this is, I believe we've had a vacancy at least every year to year and a half in the 6 years that I've served on the school board. These decisions do not come lightly. As far as who to pick, it is very, very difficult to sit here in a room with our candidates and only choose one. Like I said to everyone last week, I think we're all, it's a friendly process as much as it can be. This time we gave it a week, so board members could really sit on it. And I appreciate my fellow board members supporting the candidate that I nominated tonight to serve with us on this board. Again, we do have a lot of great things coming up. Dr. McGarry is going to be leading the charge with us on the board to really increase our community involvement. And I hope to see the names of the people that applied for the position put their names in for that, because that's going to be a little bit, it's not, we don't have to just choose one. So we hope that you'll join us for that community outreach that we'll be doing.
A few of us on the board currently have gone through this process several times over, so we've been on both sides of that fence as people with bright eyes and bushy tails hoping to get that position that we know we're perfect for, and then having to deal, unfortunately, with some of the emotions that come with not being selected. But like someone had told me some time ago, you don't need a title to make a difference. So I hope that everyone who was considered continues their community involvement, because even though we picked an individual to serve on the board to fill out Dr. Taylor's term, it's going to take a village to get us to where we want to go and to where we need to be for the benefit of all of our students. So I appreciate everyone participating in the process.
Okay, I'll go now. I just want to echo what my fellow board members said. I've actually been in your shoes several times, so I can speak with firsthand knowledge of the disappointment of really trying hard and subjecting yourself to questioning and trying to prove your worthiness to sit on this board. I've actually done it twice, and neither time resulted in my being appointed to the school board. I was actually elected to the school board. But the main thing is you keep trying, and if you're an advocate for education, you will keep trying, you will stay involved, you will do the things that you need to do, and I think you will end up where you want to be. That's the way I looked at it, and that's why I'm proud to be sitting in one of these chairs. I can see all of the candidates truly joining us at some point in time. Timing is everything, but just stay engaged, stay encouraged, and I think you'll be happy in the long run. Any other comments from the board? Are there any comments from the public? Okay. Seeing no more comments, as there is only one nomination for the office of school director, I move for the election of Leah Dawes by acclamation. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Leah Dawes. The next order of business is to administer the oath of office to Leah Dawes to be elected to fill the vacant school board director position on the Upper Darby School Board to serve a term which ends on the first Monday of December 2021. Will Leah Dawes please come forward? Please place your right hand on the Bible and repeat after me. I, Leah Dawes,
I, Leah Dawes,
do solemnly swear that I will support,
do solemnly swear that I will support,
obey, and defend
the
the Constitution of the United States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
with my office with fidelity.
Thank you. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
the board.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. The personnel report is in the hands of each board member and has been made available to the public. I move for its adoption.
Are there any comments from the board? I do have one comment, brief comment. In the spirit of full transparency, I'd like to make it known that Mrs. Mitchell, as our board representative on the DCIU board, will be attending both the NSBA Advocacy Institute in Washington, D.C. from February 2nd through February 4th, 2020, and the NSBA Annual Conference in Chicago, Illinois from April 4th through April 6th. Her attendance at these events is being funded by the IU. Thank you.
I did want to can I just make a comment? These board trainings are invaluable to the board, and I'm thrilled that we're able to send 3 board members and 2 administrators to the Chicago conference. And the Advocacy Institute, I attended it for the first time last year as a member of the Upper Darby School Board. And that was also invaluable, and I'm sure we will all be bringing back a report to the board in the next couple months.
Thank you, Mrs. Mitchell. Are there any other comments from the board?
I would just like to say I welcome and appreciate the opportunity to attend the National School Boards Conference.
Thank you, Mr. Desnoyers. Are there any comments from the public? Poll vote, please, Mr. Rogers.
Dr. Haig? Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Neal? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ms. Curry?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do I hear a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Meeting adjourned.